gentlemen. I'm Aditya and I represent the Bristol R&D, and I'm here to give you a walkthrough on the new Kaya chair that has been launched in 2014. The one you're looking here at is a high-back chair, and I wanted to give you a brief demonstration of what this chair is all about and how we go about designing this chair. First thing to start with, this is a mid-range chair and also can be placed in the executive range. And the design elements is which really makes this chair very unique and very different. The design cues and the level of understanding that has gone into making this chair is based on a very revolutionary chair called the soul chair. So if you look at this chair carefully, the silhouettes, the organic flow, the lines are pretty much based on the understanding of what we got from our previous product that is called as the soul chair, which was a market leader back then. And what we tried to do was use that understanding, use that information of the chair, of that comfort, of that mechanism, and simplified it to a whole new level on this product. And I find it very emotional when I'm proposing this chair, because it has gone through a lot of transformation, and I feel rather victorious looking at this. In fact, if you look at this, it basically has a headrest which is completely adjustable in two directions. You get an angle of a certain degree so that it gives you an optimum support to your neck region, and you can also adjust the height depending upon your body type. So if you're a little tall, you can actually do it by just raising it, which you will see in a much more detail when I occupy this chair. Now the same thing goes to the lumbar, because this is a mesh type of chair. You also have an adjustable lumbar in this region, which can be lifted up to various degree and also gives you a very firm support depending on your body type and your body weight. And to further elaborate, this chair comes in a two-directional armrest, which is basically giving you a direction to go up. You can move it up, and it has a feature that without any buttons it can be released down. So that makes it rather more intuitive and less obtrusive. Going back to this, we have also introduced the new seat, which is quite revolutionary, because based on our study and based on the reviews that we have done from our previous clients and ergonomic specialists, we came to a conclusion that bucket seat was a trend back in those days. And I'm not quoting or saying that they are not better, but our study and our understanding has given us this insight that if the chair is relatively flatter and giving you more curvature, it gives you a more adaptable seat. So a person of different body type, different weight can sit and have a similar level of comfort rather than having a bucket seat which restricts your move. I will demonstrate how easy it is in this video. Basically, now I'm occupying the chair. This chair is basically equipped with a knee tilt synchronized mechanism. There is also an option which can you go for a single lock, simple mechanism to get a much better cost options. Now look at this. As I sit into this chair, it is pretty much natural. It keeps me in my natural position. If you see over here on the bottom side of this chair, you can have a lever that you twist and the chair locks into position. The most fundamental part in a good chair is that when you're sitting upright, the way I'm doing right now, that you get a full permanent contact with the backrest and keeping a right proportion with your legs. Ideally speaking, the leg should be always in a 90 degrees. So this particular seat gives you that perfect ratio of seat and backrest proportion. And that's the reason we did this. Another important thing that you have to look at is when you're sitting, you're not basically static. You know, if you're on a table, you're not static. So you're moving. And if you want to have like a quick note discussion, you can probably be a little bit more accommodative with this chair. You can have a tablet on, and you can probably see, you can have a discussion like this. So it's a very accommodative and a very open chair. Welcomes you to enjoy and to give you more of an unrestricted feel. Now let's look at this side. There is a small knob which has a red tab on it. You can push this upwards to adjust the seat to required heights. And this is with a pneumatic system, so it's relatively easy. You can see here. Now coming back to the lumbar region, based on your required support, these two levers help you adjust the seat, adjust the backrest, I'm sorry, to move up and down based on your required level of comfort. This chair also has another nice hidden feature, which is basically a sliding seat. For a person with a relatively taller height or which is slightly longer in size, can accommodate in a much similar manner in this chair by just pressing a tab and sliding the seat forward, so a taller person has a much better accommodative seat. You can look at this on this side. The button that releases the seat is situated right underneath the seat, which is very easily accessible. Then the another thing is there is a self-tensioning system which can be further enhanced by turning the knob in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So this is all about the seat and the mechanism system of this chair. Let me tell you that, okay, this chair, since it's a synchro mechanism, it gives you a feature to lock in various different comfort positions. So you can be relaxing in this manner and it gets engaged in a particular angle. You can release this tab. You will hear a click which says the mechanism is disengaged, lock it, and you're back in your original position. And you can see here, the seat is not going back. So this gives you a different adaptability of different angles when you're reading, you're writing, or you're just probably relaxing. All right? And that's about it about the seat. The mesh is also designed and been installed in such a manner that when this particular member raises up, it still gets diminished in the mesh rather than being obtrusive and pushing your body forward. So that's a very important feature in this chair. Apart from that, very simple design, extremely lightweight, because we believe that in today's world, from the logistic part, by designing a lighter, well-packed and a compact chair, it reduces the carbon footprint. If you see, the materials that have gone into making them is purely of recyclable nature. This is nylon fiberglass completely and with a die-cast subframe. And certain chassis elements are in mild steel. That's all about this beautiful chair from Bristol. Thank you very much and I appreciate your time. Thanks. Okay,